Hey guys, welcome back to TechnoSavior. Thanks for all the likes and comment in my RSA videos. Well, it's time to wrap up all my videos about RSA encryption and decryption series by letting you know how to generate the public and private key using OpenSSL. Believe me, it's just cakewalk. If you want to know the details about asymmetric encryption and decryption using RSA, then check out the RSA playlist in the top right corner or in the description box below. Let's get started. If you want to generate RSA public and private key pair, then I assume it's not going to be a very often practice. So I suggest not to install the OpenSSL, rather just pull all the libraries. So you can use this link and download the zip version of the binaries. Extract it. Now go to the extracted folder and in the address bar type cmd. As soon as you type cmd and click on enter, the command prompt opens. I hope you are already aware of this shortcut, else you got to learn something new today, apart from generating the public and private key pair. Well, the difficult part is now done. Let's get to the easy part. The easy part is generating the public and private key pairs. So for that, first let's check whether our OpenSSL command works or not. So for that we just can type OpenSSL, click on enter, and you will see this command prompt. Once you see this command prompt, basically you can generate your public and private key pairs. So let's try out help. Well, help is not a valid command, but it lists out all the commands that are available for use. But we are only interested in generate RSA and RSA. So in order to generate a public and private key pair, first of all we need to generate a private key. So let's quickly generate a private key. So the command for that is generate RSA, and here I'll be outputting my output to a file. So dash out, and I'll give a key name, suppose my key. The format for the key files is .pem. Now we are going to tell how big the key should be, how much bytes it should be. So I'll tell 1024, and if you click on enter, it basically generates your private key. So let's open my private key. So as you can see, the private key got generated here, and because of the PEM extension, Visual Studio was able to identify that it is a key file. Okay, so let's bring the command prompt side by side. Now what if I enter one more time the same command? So if I enter again gen RSA out my key PEM 1024, then it will generate a new key for us. So similarly, there are many different bytes of keys that you can generate. So you can also generate a smaller key if you want, like 512, and it will generate a small key for you. Guys, note that the public key will be quite smaller than the private key. So let's go back to our private key, that is 1024. So it generated a new private key for us. Now let's generate a public key for the same. So to extract the public key for any private key, what I have to do is type the command RSA. So we'll be using this RSA command and we'll be giving it a key file input. The key file input is nothing but your private key. So dash input in, and then we'll mention the private key file name. So that is my key .pem. After that, we need to mention where it is going to be output. So for outputting the public key to a file, we can use the command called dash pub out. So PUBOUT, then dash out, and we need to give a file name for the public key, that is my public key .pem. So guys, this file name can be anything. I have just given here my public key. You can give any file name. So let's hit enter and see whether it's working or not. So we got a message writing RSA key. So let's see our directory if the key got generated. So my public key is generated. Okay, let's open it with code. So our public key got generated here. Let's retry generating it and see whether it changes or not. So I'll just click on the up arrow and click on enter. So as you can see, the public key for a private key remains the same, no matter how many times you generate it. But if we change our private key, for example, let's change our private key. So I'll be changing our private key over here, 1024. Now let's go back to our public key file and regenerate the public key, and we'll see whether it is similar or it got changed using the new private key that we created, and see whether this key gets changed or not. So I've written the command for generating the public key. Now once I click on enter, the public key will be generated. So as you can see, the key got changed. So guys, this is how you can easily generate the public and private key pair using OpenSSL. Hope you liked this video, and if you are new to our channel, please do subscribe to our channel. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.